it's time for the Nordic BIM Summit Awards. Now, woohoo, exactly, love the enthusiasm. Now, some of you who will have been at BIM Summits before, you'll know that this is an award that's been going for a few years now, since back in 2019, and it's really a chance to recognize some of the stars in the industry that might not otherwise be feeling that they're getting that recognition. And with me to tell us more about it is Annika Svensson, Symmetry's Head of Marketing. So fill us in.
The Nordic BIM Summit Award is just, as you said, something we hand out at the Nordic BIM Summit. And we do it so in two different categories. One is around best new BIM use, and the other one is around best industry collaboration. And best new BIM use celebrates a company or an individual that have had the courage to move the use of BIM into new areas, improving ROI, sustainability, simplifying processes, and so on. Best industry collaboration, honoring a company or an individual that have dared to advance the use of BIM and paving new grounds for collaboration between different parties. And previous winners includes actually a really interesting, I think, combination of companies from Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, but also from different types of industries. So it's not just architects or the construction companies. So we have Beast, for instance, which is a Swedish industry collaboration party. We have from Denmark, Per Oslev. We have Bravida and Lark. They were winners last year. POB from Norway, and also Mayer Turku Shipyard. But it's not just me or my colleagues at Symmetry who sort of decides who's going to win this. You know, we have had a nomination process, and we have a fantastic jury. So I'd like to ask Astrid Askersdotter to join us here on stage. So, welcome. And you was actually one of the winners a few years ago. And in Oslo, I know we have Marius Nytrøyen, a senior engineer at Lark. And we also have Morten Nilaus Jensen from Autodesk, together with my colleague Per Karlsson, who's also part of the jury. So I guess we are a bit nervous now, right?
Yeah, we've got a great jury. We've heard about some of the previous winners, so lots to live up to. So let's find out who is the winner of this year's prize for Best Industry Collaboration. Here's what the jury had to say about them. This winner has pushed the boundaries of what is considered normal while working in the BIM software Revit. They constantly work on taking the model to the next level, using it for stunning visualizations, details, model takeoff, and also for manufacturing, and therefore building a connection with other types of software in a truly unique way. The winner is Claes-Henrik Appelqvist from Appelqvist Architects. Woo! So come up to the stage. Yeah, come and join us.
So there you go. Thank you very much. And this is also for you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Claes-Henrik. You're not mic'd up, so we can't ask you in a lot of detail about what you've done over the past year, but any quick reaction? Humbled, he's humbled. All right, well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Astrid.
Any reflections from you, Astrid?
So you got the prize 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What does it feel like?
Oh, I was also very humbled and happy because I want this industry collaboration, and I think it's very important for our industry to collaborate together.
Yeah.
The different parties. So I was very happy and humble.
Brilliant. Great to see how collaboration's been working in the award as well as during this fantastic event. We'll see you a little bit later, Astrid, maybe, yes, if you're sticking around. Because now it's time for us to go to Oslo and find out who has won the Best New BIM Use Award. So, Jon.
Thank you, and congratulations, of course, to the winners in Stockholm from the audience here in Oslo. Per, just remind us again. Annika said earlier what the criteria are, but why do you get this award?
So this award goes to an individual who has made an important impact by using BIM and taking the BIM strategy to a new or next level, as we say.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So are you guys ready to hear the motivation? Okay, here we go. The prize is awarded to a company that has taken a great step into BIM and 3D within a field that traditionally has been associated with 2D drawings. In 2019, they took a strategic decision with the goal of becoming a leader in BIM and fire safety in Norway, and with a desire for stronger ownership in projects. Today, more and more customers see the value of having a fire model and interdisciplinary assembly models. And the winner is Ramboll! And we have the winner right here with us. That's Sindre Didriksen. Enjoy the applause, enjoy the diploma, and of course the plaque. Come join me. You can walk around you can stay there, Per, and we can have the winner between us. Okay. How about we have the... And then, Per, you can take the award back, so he can have... See, award ceremonies are always the hardest thing in this line of business, which is because it's always people moving. Okay, so tell us, fire safety, super important, of course, in BIM. What is it that you've done? Did you integrate this into everyday work?
Yeah, basically. As you said in your introduction, a few years ago we moved from traditional 2D drawings. My company really saw the benefits of delivering a fire and safety BIM model, and so we set out a super group, so to say, and tried to see what direction can we take, and we found Briab and
started collaborating.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So with their support, we were able to use this in our project to try to develop and become really good at it. So yeah.
And it means that you can have fire security checks in the design phase, earlier design phases, and not just when the house is built and the fire engineer goes, oh, that door can't be there.
Yeah. So it's basically at this point you can all the information from the 2D drawings we put it into this model, but there's no limitations to what we cannot put in, like from the fire concept as we see it, and we're continuously working towards how we can implement more of the fire concept into the models. So awesome. It's exciting.
Great. Thank you so much then for making our worlds safer. And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Per?
Yes.
Closing in on the end of the day, what are your takeaways, your thoughts, your reactions?
Well, my reaction is that I think we got some answers on how we can collaborate more. Mm-hmm. The need of collaboration in the industry is high. We have some people doing some really good thoughts around innovation. But I think that Alf Rehn gave us a good advice that perhaps we should talk to the people who don't think of innovations. Mm-hmm. I thought that was quite an interesting thought on Wednesday.
Thank you. You've actually been listening. Great, thank you. Yeah. Okay, so those were the reflections from Oslo. Maddie and Annika, what are your thoughts on this first day?
Hi again. Well, Annika, you go first, and I know there were a couple more things you wanted to mention in relation to the awards before we wrap up the day.
So, of course, we were awarding them. They got this sort of small statue. But I think it's also important that we are also donating, we're giving them a donation in their names to Engineers Without Borders. And this is a very important thing for us here at Symmetry. This is an organization that we have supported for many years, not just with donations from time to time, but also helping them with training and giving access to tools. So I think we just wanted to mention that if you wondered what the diploma was all about.
Great. Yeah. All for a good cause. And any key takeaways from the event so far? Still one day to go, but what are you going to be going home thinking about tonight?
So I hope you agree with me, but I think it's a lot about asking the right questions and being curious. But I can also see that those questions are now starting to asked. So I think that's sort of a good way forward. And Per, just as Alf said, yes, we need to dare to cause a bit of a friction, because then we get energy, right? And why wait until Wednesday? We can test some friction tonight, perhaps, at the dinner table, I was thinking. But also there is a fantastic upside. All of us here, we can have an impact on real things, sort of, and I think that's fantastic. And we can make a change. And I'm coming from an industry, if you remember Katrina Mörk's first slide, we are sort of on the left-hand side. I used to work in telecoms, who's on the sort of the other angle. And sort of one of the things there is that when you start to get sort of this energy up and you start to move in the right direction, then you get going.
Fantastic reflections, and I think that's my key takeaway as well, is really about the cross-industry collaboration. What can we learn in different industries from innovation and disruption that's going on elsewhere, because we're all taking part in these changing times. And I really like what Alf said at the beginning about let's get away from the innovation buzzwords and just give everyone the space to have the chance to have their say. All right, well, that's almost it from the main stages at the Nordic BIM Summit. Of course, we'll be back again tomorrow. We'll have more information for those of you here in Stockholm and in Oslo about the evening activities once the live stream has ended. But do join us back here again tomorrow. We have some unmissable speakers, and talking of cross-industry collaboration, one of them is the biggest, or one of the biggest names in the music industry here in Stockholm. So we'll be welcoming Per Sundin. But back for a couple more words from Oslo.
Thank you, Maddie. And Annika, and as you mentioned, if you're in Oslo and you're in Stockholm, please stay a while so we can give you instructions for what's happening after the stream has ended. If you're online, stay a while, because the flying reporters will be giving you a green room experience with the winners of the BIM Summit Awards. So that's just for you online. The rest of us will just hang out with each other. I guess that'll work too. Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow at 8:20 sharp. Bye-bye.